Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
All right, folks, here we are. We're talking about a beautiful day today. It has been amazing outside, real comfortable temperatures, and we've got a big temperature swing up tomorrow and then another one dropping back down. I thought I'd take this time to show you what's been going on with our snowpack here. We take a look at as far as how close we are to average. This time of year, the numbers can be skewed a little bit because the snow is melting, but notice the yellows and oranges and reds in southern Idaho, 42% of average in the Wood River Basin for the snowpack, only 18% in the Uwaihe Basin. That's because of an early melt-off that's been going on. There's a lot of water in the Uwaihe Reservoir, but it's already going down as they're drawing from that water right now. So that's how much snow is in the mountains. Notice in the Boise Basin, we're at 69% of average. So that's everywhere in the Boise Basin. Let's analyze that and see how the water is flowing right now as we look at our numbers here. So the Boise Basin, 69% of average. Above 7,000 feet, there's about 20 inches of water still left in the snowpack, which is a fairly typical. Actually, it's a little bit below average, as you were just seeing right there. Anderson Ranch Reservoir has been climbing. Last time I showed this, it was at 72% full. Now it's 78% full. If you're curious on the other reservoirs, Lucky Peak went from 72 to 79% full, and Ararat Reservoir is fulling as well, so 69% full. So the entire Boise Reservoir system, all three reservoirs, is 76% full, and there's about just about 5,900 CFS, that's cubic feet per second, of water flowing into the reservoir from the snowmelt into the entire reservoir system. So 5,900 going in, and here's how much is coming out at Lucky Peak, 3,500. So all of the reservoirs will be filling on up. So 3,500 goes down the Boise River, and it gets diversion dam, what gets diverted down for agriculture is most of it. 2,059 CFS is now going down the New York Canal, and the Boise River at Glenwood Bridge is only at 855 CFS. Last year it was much higher because of the water. They had to do some pretty early releases. So at 4.9 feet, it is running very, very low right now. Okay, current conditions, 67 degrees and beautiful in Boise. Wind is light out of the north at 6 miles per hour. We're above 70 in Ontario. For many, this is the picture-perfect weather. Very comfortable, but that 67 in Boise is going to shoot up above 80 tomorrow. So a dramatic 15-degree temperature rise is in store for most places for tomorrow. Little cloud cover, you see it off to the west here. This will mostly go to our north and east. Could be a couple of clouds trying to drift through tomorrow, but really, I think we'll end up being mostly sunny during the day tomorrow. This low pressure system sitting out right here, this one here is going to go up through Oregon and shoot up in this direction. So out ahead of it tomorrow, we warm up dramatically. There's hot weather down to the south, and then windy and cooler weather follow for Wednesday. But once all of that goes by, the warmer weather and the hotter weather start to come right back in for the weekend. So they'll have some pretty big temperature swings going on in. Payette Lake, absolutely beautiful today. 30s this morning, a little on the chilly side. Just a few high clouds drifting on through the next few days in the McCall area. 65 tomorrow. 47 on Wednesday, pretty huge temperature drop coming on in, and there will be a lot of wind coming in as well on Wednesday. There's the futurecast for tomorrow, just a couple of clouds, and there's that system coming through Wednesday. I just don't think it's going to drop any rain in the valley. It's just really going to kick up the wind in the Treasure Valley. That's going to be the key. Tomorrow in the morning, there'll be wind down near the Snake River, but it will disappear tomorrow afternoon for an amazing afternoon, a warm afternoon. It'll be beautiful out. But notice Wednesday for everybody, strong northwest wind will kick on in. So it may be mostly sunny, but the wind will be howling. Let's take a look at my Idaho News 6 weather forecast for the Treasure Valley. Partly cloudy skies. You see those temperatures in the 80s. So we're talking a dramatic change. 83 in the Western Valley, 81 in Boise and Mountain Home. So that's a far cry from the upper 60s today. 77 in Garden Valley, mostly sunny with a chilly morning in the Central Mountains, but it will get milder in the afternoon. Almost 80 in Riggins, mid 60s in the McCall area for a beautiful day. Absolutely delightful in the Stanley Sun Valley area weather-wise tomorrow after the chilly start in the morning. 20s in the Stanley area. Here's the Treasure Valley. We go from the upper 60s today to 81 tomorrow, down to 65 and windy on Wednesday. A cool day with the potential for some isolated frost on Thursday morning, but then that is it. We warm up dramatically, and by the middle part of the weekend, we're back into the mid-80s, maybe even 86 to 90 in parts of the valley during the day on Sunday. So, Don, this is some temperature swings going on, not much precipitation, but we turn the corner, and it's drying out.
turning the corner big time, but you always mention about those tomato plants, right? Thursday you might want to.
Yeah, you'll want to cover them if you want to be sure. Roland's got his tomato plants in. I told him just cover them on those particular nights. Last night and then Wednesday night.
Okay, sounds good.